Okay, how y'all doing? Those of you that don't know who I am, I'm Heartless Kareem. Some people call me Master Kareem. Some people call me Dr. Kareem. I have taught over 1,000 students on how to be a horologist and a natural healer. Now, listen, what if I told you that bitter, bitter tonics have been a missing link to your body? If it ain't bitter, what's going on? And most people avoid taking bitter herbs. I wonder why. But what if I told you that bitter tonics and bitter herbs are probably the missing link to your whole body, especially your digestive tract? Okay. But anyways, we're here to talk about this one right here. We carry a lot of bitter tonics that you can see. Okay. And this one here is lung and liver. And what's inside this one here is it's over 25 herbs in this one. But the key thing that I want to talk about, the herbs that are in here, is when I'm looking for something that's dealing with liver, I want to make sure that it has mint thistle. It's up in here. Dandelion. It's up in here. Peppermint. It's up in here. Celery root. It's up in here. Ginger. It's up in here. I can go on and on. We'll be here all day. But I wanted to make sure you understood that bitter tonics is the thing that actually wakes up the digestive tract. It gets that body moving. The bitter herbs, they're bitter for a reason. Most people don't like them. And I'm going to be honest, when it comes to Western and Chinese and African medicine, the Western side is starting to catch up. Okay. So a lot of the foods that you eat today, the bitterness is really pretty much gone. You can't really taste the flavor. A lot of you try to use hot things and spices just to spice things up because it's pretty much stripped away. In my opinion, if you're using anything that's not complementary to your body, if you're trying to get back into Mother Nature, if you're trying to correct your body and support your body and help your body in a better direction, you're gonna have to add herbs. I feel you should add herbs. Herbs will support your body, not hurt your body. So here's what I want you to understand, because some people don't know that what herbs do, okay? Especially bitter herbs. We're talking about bitter tonics. Now, they're bitter for a reason. I'm going to tell you what time you should talk about that in a little bit, okay? When you should be taking it and what time is best. But here's what I need you to understand. Bitter tonics will break down fat. It will eliminate waste. It will correct your sugar cravings. It will support you and help you in ways that you don't even know about. Okay, so when you sit up there eating a lot of things that is not good for you, a lot of things that's harming your body, if you add things that have been stripped out of foods today, you can kind of like get your sugar cravings under control, and you can get your body back in a maximum state. You can assist and help your body even a lot more. Now, you're going to have to, those of you that have your body compromised and you might be taking anything on the pharmaceutical side, you're going to definitely want to check with your doctor first. Okay. And if you are pregnant, you're going to want to check with your doctor as well first. Okay. So you can be on the safe side, because these are strong. Okay. I want to make sure you understand that. Now, like I said, make sure I watch my time right here. Like I said, these bitter tonics will fortify the body. So what does this one do? This one here right here supports your lungs and your liver. It promotes healthy digestive tract. It actually aids to your appetite. It actually aids with your sugar control. It actually aids in stimulating your detoxifications to your pathways. It helps you with your bloodstream, and it helps you with your breathing. Okay, so it supports these things right here. Okay, this ain't the all be all, but it will definitely help you. Okay, so you can look up bitter tonics anywhere. They're there, but a lot of individuals are staying away from it because they're used to different types of flavors, and they don't want to actually move and do anything else past the flavors that they've been eating and the sweetness and whatnot. But it's the reason why you're kind of full of a lot of mucus in your body. But if you're full of mucus, what do you think is going to happen? You're going to start having lots of inflammation in your body. So you want to make sure that you can assist and help and support your body. So herbs and bitter herbs are different. So how would you take bitter tonics like this? Keep in mind, like I said, they are bitter, okay, for a reason. They got a lot of herbs in here that are bitter, okay? And the way they actually put it together, I'm a natural healer. I already know how they put it together. There's several ways that you can use as a preservative to make it really bitter and fortify the body. I would take this 10 to 15 minutes before you eat a heavy meal. Okay, so your meat eaters out there and whatnot, take it 10, 15 minutes before you eat a meal. And what's the way that I would take it if I was you? I would take it, I would dilute it in some water. It's just being honest. I would dilute it in some water. I would take someone, start out light with something like more of a teaspoon to a tablespoon. Yeah, teaspoon to a 1 to 2 teaspoons to a tablespoon in water, and see how it works and drink it down. You want to get it in your system to see how it kind of like starts getting that digestive moving, okay? And starts, because you can also add some allulose sweetener. You can add some monk fruit, okay, to that water to make sure, I know you might be like, what's this defeat the purpose of bitter? But keep this in mind. If you're going to add any sweetener to anything, I've always let people know you want to use something that's not going to have your pancreas insulin spiking. Okay, so there's a lot of sugars out there that I've noticed that will spike your insulin. And if you have an insulin resistance, then that's when you're gonna you should stay away from sugars that spike your insulin. Okay, and or give you insulin resistance, and now you can't go through the day and you can't function. Okay, and you're tearing up your pancreas, and now it can lead to a lot of different complications. So I want you to make sure you be responsible when you're doing this. But on the surface, bitter tonics are they're different. Okay, so you could take capsules, but there's a difference between bitter tonics. There's a difference between essential oils. There's a difference between elixirs. Okay, and there's a difference between capsules. I pretty much sell them all because everybody has a different flavor and a different style and what they want to take and what they want to use. So I'm more of a what is it called? If I wanted to get directly into my digestive tract, I will take some capsules. Okay. If I wanted to get in my bloodstream and in my digestive tract, I will do an elixir or a liquid. So, liquid and elixir is pretty much the same thing. And there's science behind this, and there's actually what happened before science. Okay. And before everything started having Western and putting things together in capsules and everything, and white pills and a bunch of pills. There was a lot of things in place before this, in way back in ancient times, in Africa and Chinese medicine. These things right here they're before their time. Okay, so when you're on YouTube, you got to be careful how you're speaking so you won't, cross the line. That's why I'm being a little careful what I say and what I don't say. But I'm just trying to let you know that if you're dealing with a lot of inflammation in your body, and if you're eating just whatever because you feel this is okay, consider making sure that you look into bitter tonics. Okay, I'll be covering these. I've already covered some of these on my live stream, so I've already covered just a few. So if you go and look under the live stream section, you'll see that I talked about it for over an hour about these bitter tonics. I'll continue to be talking about them, and I'll start moving into the process of essential oils. I'll be revamping a lot of my hundreds and hundreds of videos, over 400 or 500 videos I had over 10 years, showing people how to put their home apothecary together. A lot of that can't be done right now. You got to be careful how you do that, but I'm still here to make sure I teach and share and let you know that Mother Nature's your gift to healthy living. Heartless Kareem.